Hello, hello, and welcome to In Ear Fetish. I'm your host, very sick Zeo still, but I'm getting over it. We're here on the desk with the most beautiful color matching background to the eye you've ever seen, and we're talking about the CVJ Aria. You know what? I seem to recall a Moondrop Aria that was about $80, and sure as shit, it's good art. These are $80. And let me repeat that. These are $80. Because for 2 out of the 3 interchangeable nozzles they gave you, they were only worth it for the cable. And then finally, I made my way from Popular, which was the one that were installed, which were the blue ones, through instrumental music, which just made them too harsh for me to listen to, onto the Equilibrium, underrated movie, by the way. And now they're actually, you should, okay. So, I don't understand how we get to these price points anymore. So look at the size of the box. Like, this is a severe box. And it also does this thing where it's like white, but then off angle, it's like this really nice blue. And then you open it up and you get this card, and it's like, oh my God. And there's a fucking story on the back of it, which I'm going to lose my voice, so. In the steel jungle of modern cities, people long to find a dreamlike oasis of their own. The Quimeng in-ear dynamic earphones are like the secret door to a dreamlike oasis, opened up at a magical... Whatever, read this shit on your own. Here, I'll hold it still. Pause the video. You good? Great. I like it. Open the box. It's beautifully laid out. There was all sorts of things and stuff. They've even got like a foam circle at the bottom of this, so when the metal case was sitting in there, it didn't get scratched or bounced around, and it held it up at the like there's thought put into this so far. Then you get the tips, which come in these unique cases, which apparently are so when you put your tips back in here, you can go into your sink and rinse them off. I don't know if that's a joke. There's no other reason to do that. I guess keep moisture from building up. They're like breeze through. And you get 2 of them for $80. Then you get the nozzles, which is usually a more expensive IEM thing. Don't let that freak you out. I'm fine. You then get it's a standard case, but you get it. Oh, but by the way, the wire, which I'm taking out my ears to show you. I have JoJo here on the neck strap, which you should all have one of these as well. And JoJo's purple, pink, like this is a $50 IEM, and I did actually use it between nozzles because I'm like, are these as boring as I think they are? Or is it my hearing because I'm still a little sick? No. They were as boring because I put JoJo's on and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Infest me with your bass notes. But like, look at look how nice. Hold on, I'm putting you over here. Go back over here, JoJo. Please check out JoJo in the description in the collabs thing. Look at this cable. Like, this is a little massive. Like, can you change it out? It's got a 5-pin, by the way, which is unnecessary, but it's there. You line up the 2 dots. You push it on. You get a 3.5 and a 4.4. And you got this blue, purple. It's like the Easter Bunny is coming. No, like he's actually coming. This is probably what the Easter Bunny's semen looks like. See, I still got it, even though I'm hallucinatingly sick. Before I found that the Equilibrium tips are what fix these IEMs, even though an IEM that comes with a thing, and it's a puzzle. You had to put together the puzzle. Put the Equilibrium tips in there. Use it on either Duno SS tips, or I haven't tried my render tips, but these are popular. You know, we'll switch it over for the next listen. I just needed a bunch of the same tip because when you're changing out nozzles, it's super fucking annoying to deal with the nozzle. So I just screw the tips in, and I'm good with that. Well, they're blue, by the way. They're blue. I was going to give these a recommendation at $80 just to get the wire. That was my brain chemistry was like, we got the wallpaper, we got the desk mat that's kind of got that same vibe going for it. And you know what? Fuck it. Comes with free IEMs. You get this really nice $80 wire with interchangeable tips, and, you know, you get a free set of IEMs to give away to somebody. But then once I switched over to these gold equilibrium tips, everything started to make sense. At least way more sense than it was making previously. So 2-pin, just thick, thick girl cable. Now, I mean, it could be a boy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. It's very just Easter colors. It says Quimong, whereas here it says Aria Quimong. So pick one. Because you should, because look, where is it? Give me my mouse back. CVJ Aria. Doesn't say Quimong there. But then I go to this tab from Hi-Fi Go, and it's like Moondrop Aria 2. And there's a Moondrop Aria 1. And they're in the same price bracket. Why are we calling everything Aria? All right, just stop. Hi-Fi level sound quality for a pure music feast. I don't want to read that. I don't read any of that. All you need to worry about is what my brain is going to currently say about the sound. So let's try them with my render tips in them. Honestly, I'm going to shut that off. Honestly, it's hashtag worth it just for the cable. But then you put the right tips in. And I'm not going to say these are, oh my God, 10 out of 10. They're not a 10 out of 10. But with these tips, and I'm going to go, you know what? We're going to go more neutral to start. And yes, I'm aware I could change the tips to a 3.5 instead of using an adapter, but screw it. Whoa, the bass response just tripled. And How to Destroy Angels is playing. You can't hear this, but it's the weebiest shit you've ever heard. What is this even from? Wondertale? What? W Wondertale? ING? I have no idea what this is. I kind of hate it. But it sounds good. Alright, I shouldn't be dancing this. Alright, so render tips it is. I'm going to probably give these like an 8 or a 9. The accessories that come with are spectacular for $80. Wires, great. Interchangeable heads. A little big, but you're forgiven. And then once you just literally throw away these other tip nozzles, which do... It was so fucking boring. Like at one point I had switched it to mono because I wasn't sure if there was a channel imbalance. And I was like, oh, just making sure. And then I did something else and I forgot it was in mono, right? And so it's playing... And it's playing, and I'm like, God, these are boring. And I'm like, oh, wait, I'm in mono. I'll put it in stereo. And usually when you do that, it goes from like, and it opens up into stereo. And I did it, and it changed to stereo. And I'm like, oh, it's still boring. And that was on those fucking deep, popular and instrumental music. Just throw them away. You put on the equilibrium nozzles, which are the only ones they should be selling them with. So I wouldn't even count that as a benefit that you have to throw away this piece. I guess you could put like a keychain through here. And you have a cool little keychain that's made out of like aluminum. But yeah, the accessories, the build. And then finally you can get to the sound with the right tips. And I'm not being fair because I haven't tried these tips. But I just know stock tip. The only one who makes good stock tips is Dunu. Of course, they make the SS tips. And then you're going to buy render tips or something anyway. So now that we've adapted that and found the right thing, I can solidly give these like an 8 or a 9 recommendation. I haven't decided yet. It's going to be a 9. You know what? It's going to be a 9. I was going to give it an 8, but the accessories are too good. You get your metal fucking case. You do get replaceable filters to put in there. Which ones are in here? Let's see. This one's none. This one is the densest foam? I can't tell. Sure, I guess none, the densest foam, and then equilibrium being the middle ground foam, which is that. Like, they give you all this stuff, and then you're waiting for it to deliver, and then when you finally get the combos right, it's like, oh, okay, there it goes. Yeah, and it's a clean... smooth. Now, Now is what it is. It is a clean, smooth sound, a single dynamic. Let the soul find peace amidst turmoil, experience true freedom and tranquility, and become an explorer of the inner world. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah, 9. I want to be more... This is why I don't like giving the numbers, because then I feel like I don't have to describe anything, because I'm just like, well, I said it's a 9. Are you buying it? When I don't give a number, I have to get way more into detail onto why. But numbers are just so like, well, here it is, final, it's a 9. Is the soundstage a 9? I mean, I could break it up into 30 different categories of numbers, but then it gets real fucking annoying. Music is designed to be emotional, always. But qualifying that and quantifying that into a number is fucking stupid. But everyone here loves numbers. So I've got a supernatural staging and imaging. It's not super big. It's just it exists and it's clean. It isn't faking anything. It's not super wide. It doesn't feel like I'm being, it doesn't feel like it's doing an Eris thing where it's doing a phase inversion and it's dropping out the mids and it's making sound. It's just it's clean and nice. Apparently Jim Brickman's playing piano, and it's just in my brain. 100% worth $80. The only thing keeping it from being at 10 is that the other things wasted my fucking time. But man, I love this cable, though. I guess you could say the cable's too thick. But I mean, I don't think anyone's ever complained about getting like a relatively affordable $80 IEM and be like, well, the cable is super nice, and I just wish it was a little bit shittier. So I'm trying to find some vocals, but holy crap. That was the best of stereo. Wow, this has no title. Crazy Love by Paul Anka, and it just blasts 60s backup singers in your left ear. Just your left ear, purely your left ear, which music doesn't usually do. Usually if you're going to have a left bias, you still have something in the right channel. But this is an older song, so just like, I don't know, move the fader all the way left. So I sort of like jumped, because that's not a thing you're supposed to do. Especially at the beginning of a song, is just have a bunch of women going, crazy love, like, oh, fuck. Smooth horns. They're still yelling just to my left ear, but now there's things happening. And the bass response got so much better. A, with these tips, but B, with the equilibrium nozzles. Like, I was kind of unimpressed with it on both the other ones. It's a great way to show what little changes make. Oh, you know what you could actually do? I just realized. You could take the lighter foam and put it into the other nozzles, and then you'd have 2 sets of nozzles that actually work instead of just one, even though they're going to be the same sound signature at that point. It would be hashtag worth it. Oh my god, yeah. Bach, Symphony Orchestra. Forget the instrumental tips. Those are stupid. This becomes really nice. This is now really nice. I just keep saying nice over and over again. My vocabulary has been reduced to just nice, smooth. I think it's just the gallons of cough syrup I've been drinking. Ah, Blues Brothers. Wake up. Good. These are good. It's unfortunate that the large render tip clashes with the color theme we were going on with. The black sort of fits in. I don't know what the flesh tone miniature ones would be good, but I mean, I was loving them on the Juno SS tips as well. But yeah, I'm gonna give these are a 9. You are. Oh, and I didn't even do this. You know what? I didn't even do this. We'll get to you in a second, baby. Because single dynamics react to amplifier changes, and that's the most change you can amplifier change. I'm getting to you, my girl. I need to change your alert to something else, though. Blues Brothers. Go watch it. Find the soundtrack. Buy it on vinyl. Rip it to yourself. Put it in your iPod. Carry it around. Fucking goddamn. All right. Feel it. Hit it. Hit that. Hit. Yeah, no. Okay. 9. This Aria, is it as good as the other Aria? The Moondrop Aria? I think it comes with more. And I probably like the sound as much. So yeah, they're good. Anyway, enjoy your wallpaper, the wallpaper horde. Enjoy your desk mat and the Reddit post. And Patreon subscribe star will help buy me more cough syrup. I literally finished the bottle and I had to throw it away and then open another bottle. Then I happen to have 2 more bottles. And I'm being careful with it. Don't worry about that. Anyway, I'm going to go answer my girl. Thank you for stopping by. I don't even know if I'm cohesive in half of these videos. I just know when I do and don't like something, I'm going to get real. I'm just like, I ain't got time for this. I ain't fucking... It's like calling FedEx today, the day I'm going to get my money back, and they're just closed when they haven't been closed all the other times. Fuck them. See you in the next one.